let's get our second semifinal counted down in 3, 2,
2,
1. Tetris. Simul starts thus far, but only for a few pieces. So we've got Meme and Rhubarb, two of the organizers of this event. Along with Fractal, that means our final 3 players of the bracket all helped to organize this tournament. And honestly, Huff did some stuff too. So we've got a very helpful set of 4 players. Both players perfect through 1 Tetris so far. There's the first burn from Rhubarb.
Got the names fixed, and we're good to go.
Meme still perfect. We'll see if she keeps this up. But Rhubarb with an overhang, looking for something 3 wide to tuck in there. There's the L piece, taking some burns, but has the left built out, so this is very safe, even though the stack is high.
Yeah, these
Meme's
rollers
still perfect.
just able to throw these pieces. And Rhubarb's deals with that really, really easily there.
Looking for a J to tuck in there maybe, but burns it cleanly instead. Very nicely solved. But covers the well right as the bar shows up, able to get the bar left. No adjustment for Rhubarb.
I think he saw it a little too late there.
But able to get the Tetris and another to bring the stack all the way down.
Wow,
Meme long bar dependent and misdrops an L.
What a switch there from Rhubarb being in a dig to now Meme. So I'm thinking he'll even out by the end of this.
Yep, Meme back to clean. But it is pretty much neck and neck right now.
Neck and neck.
Bit of a line advantage for Meme, but it's basically tied there. And almost a Tetris worth of lead, but Rhubarb's stack.
Getting a little messy here.
That Z will help. Now bar dependent in the middle, looking for that bar there.
Gets it.
And now mostly clean, just looking for a bar to fill in the right, and then he'll probably play 1 off the bottom after this triple.
There we go. Dirty Tetris. Set up again. Gets another one.
Might be looking for a transfer, and there it is. Burns it down. Might even go for more here. Bit of a double well in the middle, and now Tetris ready.
Gets the center well. Great play there from Rhubarb.
Able to convert the center well successfully. Meme's stack not in great shape. Bit dependent on both sides. Now the right side is a safe double well, but high up here.
Needs something for the left.
Now just an L or a J, or maybe even a T. That T will help.
That L will help.
And that T flat will open it back up. But we are once again neck and neck.
This seed, yeah.
For Meme.
The seed hasn't been great really for either players.
Yeah, we've got some solid around 500K transition paces. Pretty much about where you want to be, but nothing exceptional either way. And honestly, with this quality of player, these two can put up crazy paces at any moment. So might even be looking for those higher 500 into potential 600 transitions.
Rhubarb holding out, gets rewarded. Didn't have to put any more weight on that hole. So
nice well transfer and the bits.
Wow, nice bits.
Not even a crime since it was an adjustment. Well done from Rhubarb. Looking for S's and Z's, mostly S's and T's to fill out the left side. There's a T, but a bit of parity on that stack.
Guess
Meme.
the T, yep. Guess the S.
Tuck. And there's an adjustment for that square tuck. Going a bit aggressive here, but gets rewarded for her efforts, and she has a lead of around 3 Tetrises. Tetris ready for Meme over filling in the square hole, and will get almost all the way out with pretty much no burns thus far, especially with that nice adjustment.
It seems that Meme really just brought this game back.
Yeah.
Because now we're looking at a 600K potential.
Yep. Rhubarb little bit further behind, but we are basically neck and neck. Meme, bit of a weird misflip there. Looking for something like that S-piece to burn it cleanly. But Jay dependent on the left. Gets the Tetris to bring the board down. I like that J placement to make room for the bar. And now she is Tetris ready once again, going into transition almost.
This is 2 lines before.
597 for Meme and 527 for Rhubarb.
Having to dig right after entering 19. But this lead will still help though.
Yeah, Rhubarb still right in it, looking for one of the red pieces to fill out that Tetris readiness. Might go dirty here and gets the perfect well transfer. Great bar timing and good stacking as well. And another bar down to around 2 Tetrises this lead.
Yeah, to about 2 Tetrises. Gets another one. Meme waiting and gets one. Oh, but a misdrop there from Rhubarb.
But very cleanly burns it out with nice L piece. Still not fully clean yet, though.
I think he was waiting for perhaps a bar or something, just but had to put more weight on that hole. It doesn't work out all the time.
And now almost 100K lead for Meme, but awkward placements there. She's going to Tetris it down and now gets a bar for that left side and is back to a clean board.
So in the real-time score, about a 100K lead for Meme, but with that Tetris from Rhubarb, now it's about 60K, about.
Yeah, Meme a bit ahead in the lines in the sequence, but it is a close game, neck and neck, definitely. Rhubarb looks like he thought about the dirty there, but gets a nice Allen square to fill out that left side and then knocks down another Tetris.
What I'm surprised about is, despite all the digs on 18 and now even 19, both are well over max out pace. That's just something I just didn't expect from the games we've been seeing so far. But
yeah, we're looking at 1.1s or maybe 1.2s in a kill screen. J dependency for Meme. No J or bar showing. There's the J. Able to get these pieces over and now Tetris ready once again. Rhubarb, safe double well, burns into a Tetris. Meme a bit of an awkward overhang, but we'll resolve it in one burn, now just looking for something to tuck, and there it is with that L piece.
Oh, Meme already with the max out. Forgot about that.
Yep. Still a bit ahead in the line, so this is closer than it would appear in the real-time score lead. Rhubarb again opting for these safer double wells.
It's paying off for him,
and but not that much. And there's the max out for Rhubarb.
And another one, wow.
Meme, 2 more Tetrises available for level 29, but looking to get this board into a cleaner state with these L and J dependencies. And there's
that left has to be dealt with.
B66, that's a 1.1 for Meme.
Oh, wow, nicely done.
Great mechanics there to dig this down.
Rhubarb entering kill screen here.
1.1 for him. Double B on the screen. But looks like he dead dropped that S piece, and now he's in trouble. That right side is going to be hard to access, and that'll be a top out for Rhubarb.
And Meme takes game number 1.
Already good at C26.
Oh. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I would say relatively the game 1 was a bit more shaky, just based on the transition scores and just some of the plays on 19. So I have a feeling maybe it was seed related, as both seem to have been struggling a tad bit. But we saw at kill screen both already easily maxed out before then. So
yeah, good solid 1.1s in a kill screen. That's, I would say, an above average pace.
So despite the maybe not so friendly RNG, they're able to conquer it.
Vitz is set up for Meme, but bars are not showing. still hasn't burned yet, but might have to do so now.
Rhubarb with
no
the long bar
bars.
dependency as well.
That's a dirty Tetris for Rhubarb. Not anymore. One Mino short as he gets the bar.
Now just a triple. And
Here's a Tetris.
there's a Tetris for Rhubarb.
Meme's still up high. Where is the bar for Meme? Triples it down. Nice and safe. Spiring in the middle a bit, but can get those pieces over.
For Rhubarb.
Meme has one set up as well, but also bar dependent.
Gets it. But that middle is, oh, the bar came just one too late.
Good tee to open up the bar dependency hole, but again covers it right as the bar shows. Really unfortunate bar timing for Meme here. Rhubarb taking advantage off to a bit of a lead. Awkward J piece for Meme, and now has 2 L dependencies, maybe 3. Fills in 1.
Yeah, has to just use that J there. Stack is just getting high. You can't wait out for too long.
Electing not to set up dirty. Getting these pieces left. That bar is a hard tap to get over.
Oh, wow.
But she manages it expertly.
I don't know how long that drought was, but both players were up high for quite a long time.
Yeah.
But Meme is still just trying to get out of this. Still waiting for just that bar, and there it is.
But Rhubarb off to a 100,000 point lead. That's around 4.5 Tetrises. Make that 5. Meme up super high, gets the bar. And another one.
And another.
And then another.
And another. And one
3
for Rhubarb as well.
J Tuck set up for Meme. There's the J. And yeah, reminder to contribute to the Matcherino with !Matcherino in chat. We still have contribution codes left to claim. Those provide 25 cents of prize pool to our players and are absolutely free for you to claim. So let's get those claimed and get these players some money for their great performances that they put on thus far. Still around this 4 to 5 Tetris lead for Rhubarb.
I think the bars are finally showing up at a decent rate now. So there's not much, I would say, not much drama going on. It's just smooth sailing.
Yeah, bit of a bad seed early on, but both players recovering nicely. Meme's a bit behind on the pace relative to what she would want, but has plenty of time to make it up. All of levels 19 through 29, that post-transition period. That's 50% faster than this, and then the kill screen twice as fast as 19. 10 levels of that. Bit of a dig for Rhubarb, but just one J will get it open, and there it is. Meme playing one-handed for a bit there, still hitting adjustments. Very impressive, and knocking down Tetrises as well.
So Rhubarb here, 60K points ahead, 7 lines behind. So Rhubarb in a comfortable position right now. But this is only 18. There's a lot more Tetris left to be played.
Meme getting a T-spin just now, but looking for that bar to knock down a Tetris. Where is that bar? Square dependency on the left. This is scary now. It's not over by any means, but
oh no!
Now it is.
It's a top out for Meme.
A game for Rhubarb. Meme, do you want a tissue? Yeah.
Down.
3, 2, 1, Tetris. So a bit of an unfortunate situation last game. Meme covering the well at just the wrong time, and an unfortunate hang ending her game on 18. Looking to bounce back, make transition, maybe get a bit of a better pace since she had to deal with a lot of burning that game.
And an interesting start here from Meme.
Bar dependent in the middle, but finds the bar. Looking for maybe a J to burn this off cleanly. Will take the bar.
Just takes the bar there. You don't want to go too aggressive too early.
Yeah. in competitive, it's nice to have the option to play it safe, because especially with players of this caliber, a top out pretty much anywhere before 29 can feel like a gift. But still haven't seen much of the 29 play of either player. Had not great boards in a 29 that first game. So caused a top out for Rhubarb.
So
and then Meme on 18 the second.
That's what we're hoping to see in this game.
Early lead for Rhubarb, about a Tetris and a half. Missed drop for Meme. That L will be nice to fix most of the stack, but gets
good
the bar over.
timing there.
And electing not to cover the well, just going to put the bar in the well now. Might set up off row 1, and that looks like it is what she's going to do. Could get a bar for a perfect well transfer.
This is a potential for it, but bar doesn't come, having to stay dirty.
Parity wasn't great for a second, but gets another tee to fill it out. And now a bit of a lead for Rhubarb, and a bit of an awkward stack for Meme. We'll see if she burns this down.
Yeah, not the cleanest board for Rhubarb either.
Yeah, both with bar dependencies in columns other than 10, just all the way down the bottom. Rhubarb, smart burn with that L.
He saw it, but just a little too late. Okay, Meme with the Tetris takes the lead, 227 versus 220, make that 242. So it's back and forth right now.
Yeah, Rhubarb able to get a 1 burn transfer of that well, and Meme scoring a Tetris of her own. Rhubarb, nice adjustments to make room for that T-piece. Sees little plays that add up to big pace differentials here. But both players are making a lot of those little plays to get the score up. Nice adjustment from Meme there, but no place for this square. Going to set up a T-spin.
Spiky board. And gets the T-spin.
Into a Tetris, and we are pretty much neck and neck, although Rhubarb with a slight advantage in lines. He's a bit behind, so more room to score those additional Tetrises.
Rhubarb waiting for a J. Couldn't wait for it that long. Opts to take the Tetrises and just
back-to-back bars there. And gonna burn this down now maybe, but this is an opportunity for Meme to maybe take a bit of a lead with Rhubarb having to do some digging.
Yeah, Meme is in the lead now, so will that continue to grow? We shall see. But Rhubarb is out of it. And yeah, both players past the 90 line mark.
Bit of a better pace, but now both in situations a little bit.
Yeah, just Meme right now.
Yep, Rhubarb is back to a clean board. Meme not going to set up dirty, just burning it down cleanly.
I do like those plays. I'm not a big fan of the dirty Tetrises, but they're the ones in the semis, so
exactly.
I'll let them stack how they want.
Some overhang setups for Meme. Gonna set up an S-tuck.
Great choreo on there. Spin.
Yeah. Into the J-tuck. But this doesn't resolve cleanly.
Okay. Both boards are up pretty high. Experiencing a drought, I believe.
Here's a Tetris for Meme, getting the bar. Rhubarb.
Rhubarb waiting for long bar. There it is.
Same one. Meme is a bit ahead on lines, and so going to see the same pieces a bit earlier.
This is actually neck and neck now, looking at the lines and the scores there.
Yeah, Rhubarb behind by that 1 Tetris worth of lines, and now ahead 1 line and 2,000 points. 520 for Rhubarb, 542 for Meme in a transition, and she scores another Tetris right after. Rhubarb in a transition at 544. So basically identical paces into transition. Rhubarb Has an LJ dependency in the middle, fills it in. Tetris ready now. Meme still knocking him down. Had a bit of a flat board there for a second, but that T piece is going to make it spiky again and more accommodating for those S's and Z's.
Yeah, Rhubarb with the sloping left to right. It's very textbook stacking for great pace games.
Yep. Clean for Rhubarb. Meme might have to take a couple of burns to get this clean herself.
With like a J piece, and okay, goes that route, which I think is actually pretty good.
Gets the bar. No dirty setup. Rhubarb looking for a few squares maybe. Something to tuck in there. Nice placements with that Z flat to burn this away relatively cleanly.
An L would make this amazing.
There's a nice burn with that L, and that bar will open it back up for Rhubarb, but covers the well at just the wrong time.
Gets the bar again.
Has
Close call for Rhubarb.
Spin missed for Meme. Now gonna take the Tetris one off the bottom.
And Meme has an opportunity for an easy setup. There we go. Tetris for Meme.
Bit of a spicy center well, but not very spicy. Rhubarb adjusts for the square, gets Tetris ready with that bar, and finds another bar immediately. Rewarded for the Tetris readiness.
So
Meme gets a helpful square, just the adjustment for the L piece, and knocks another Tetris down. But slight lead for Meme, 840 for Rhubarb, 889 for Meme.
yeah,
Meme is slightly ahead on lines as well.
scores have stayed relatively close compared to the line count this whole post, and that's honestly like the best types of games that we can see, because it really comes down to maybe one or two crucial plays to shift the momentum.
Yeah, it looks like it'll come down to that 29 speed. 100,000 lead for Meme now, but wants a J for that left side and finds it. Good adjustment for the T, but now the board's a bit spiky and not Tetris ready yet. Now she is. Rhubarb also dirty here. That's row 6. Still alive. Could have gone for dirty Tetris, but didn't see the adjustment in time. Still trying to burn this down. And just about clean now.
I think Rhubarb really just aiming for a good board, clean board that he can work with. Doesn't want to repeat game number 1. And
Yeah.
the board is looking quite pristine right now.
B65 and a 29 for Meme. I believe she had a Vitz earlier on 28. That is not the most textbook play into kill screen. Could make your board dangerous if you get droughted, but she gets the bars, and now up to a 200,000 point lead. Rhubarb A35, Meme C47. Good square to burn it down.
Tetris for Rhubarb, A72.
Both players Tetrising back and forth. Meme gets the J left. Gets another bar for a Tetris. Rhubarb almost clean now. Wants a square.
No square.
Now a J.
A long bar perhaps.
Just going to burn it down on the right side. Still bar dependent on the left side. Fills it in with a J instead. Meme with a D on the screen already. And B for Rhubarb now. Meme flat board, Tetris ready. Rhubarb in a situation. Doesn't get that J piece all the way left, and is going to miss the 5 tap. And Meme is good with a big pace game. 1.4 and 34.
And Meme maybe going to continue here. Aggro Mullen.
Yep, we got Ben Mullen in the building, so no better time.
We are
Great pieces for that left
legally
side.
allowed to allow Mullins here.
Yep, waiting for a J here. Now an L.
JL comes. There's the
That's
long
a
bar.
35 rollover. This is very good pace. And still playing. Tetris ready again. Gonna need some burns to fix this hole, but gets the burns down. One more Tetris gets her a 1.7. Setting up again.
Just need a quick
Where's the
bar
bar?
here. There's
There
one.
it is.
Set up. Another one would be great.
Very aggressive.
Oh
Almost the
my.
back-to-back high 5 taps. but gets the
Great.
1.7.
Wow,
and
1.7
takes
for
game
Meme.
3.
Three,
2,
two,
1.
Tetris.
Tetris. So Meme with a 2-1 lead here, looking to close out the set. Rhubarb looking to force a decider, and what an exciting decider that would be. Great play so far. Rhubarb looking to make more of a statement on these 29 speeds. Meme doing just that last game.
Yeah, Tetris and Tetris both perfect so far in this early game. Yeah, let's see if we can get another great game like that.
Awkward board for me, might have to burn now. But yeah, that last game was a great spectacle to watch. Interesting bar from Meme, now bar dependent on that left side.
The board has quickly risen.
Yeah, covered it up right as that bar appeared. Now a bit of weight on that hole, but
and similar
it dug
things.
out.
Yeah, similar things for Rhubarb as well. Maybe another early, just some pieces that are not helping, but there we go. Both got clean at the same time, so.
Yep, and Rhubarb with about a 1 Tetris lead thus far. The flatter board, Meme with a bit of a spire in the middle, but both players still Tetrising along. Good adjustment for Meme to make room for that S piece.
And
both these players very good at these adjustments
what a burn.
Look at the next box, adapt to the piece that's coming up, and use it to their fullest advantage. We can see Meme just getting some really nice burns there. And Rhubarb.
Wow, nicely handled.
Also nice and clean and with a bit of a lead. Meme ahead in the piece sequence as well in lines, so slightly bigger lead for Rhubarb than it might appear, about 2 Tetris' worth of pace. And now 1 Tetris real time.
The Meme stack not clean, and because Rhubarb is on the ropes, I know he's definitely aiming for the biggest lead he can manage.
Yeah, he would love to have a nice cushion in the kill screen, be able to play it a bit safer, not have to go too crazy. Meme known for having great kill screen mechanics. Rhubarb also good, but not as well known. So he's going to look to build up that pace on the 18 and 19 speeds. And he does in fact have that lead here. Waiting on the bar, a bit behind in the piece sequence, and gets one. Some complications for Meme, having to put the square where there was no place for it. But gonna burn it down in just 3 lines if pieces cooperate. Looking for a perfect transfer, but bar doesn't show up in time for Meme. Rhubarb safe double well. Burns into a Tetris with that T piece. Now just looking for one more burn there to get Tetris ready again.
I think Meme's definitely been stacking a bit more aggressive than Rhubarb this whole match.
Yeah.
It has worked out in some cases. Here,
this is very dangerous for Meme. Gets the
something
J
left.
left, but needs more J pieces or similar.
Oh,
And that's another top out on 18.
Early top out.
And Rhubarb is already good, having a 3 Tetris lead at a time. So let's count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. That opener, I believe, is one of the bot openers that was developed relatively recently, but both players sticking to it. Had clontras for a few pieces until they deviate, but both scoring a simul Tetris to start it off. Meme looking for a couple of T pieces maybe. Rhubarb just needs 1, and there it is. Nice clean stack for him. Meme also back to clean board, and 1 Mino away from being Tetris ready.
Yeah, both are tied at perfect scores right now. So push down points maybe matter.
Yeah, we'll see if these players push down, but certainly no need to make yourself top out for push down points. Rhubarb not getting a J for a while there and having to throw a T in the J hole and burn it down a bit maybe. Although you might look to switch this into a left well.
And I think with that L placement, that is the move here.
Now bar dependent on the right side, but gets the bar for the left and might look to transfer this back, and the double T will be very good for what Rhubarb wants to do here. Meme still perfect through 4, but now some misdrops. Classic commentator curse. Bar dependent on the left and gets it. Looking for a T for a T-spin.
T-spin setup. Nails it.
Rhubarb up a bit higher, but gets the bar down by about 1 to 2 Tetrises, depending on the time.
There's Tetris for Rhubarb.
Few tuck setups for Meme there. But that Z placement is just going to give a bit of an overhang. She gets the T into the S to get Tetris ready on that right side, but the left side still needs some filling out. Z piece very helpful though, and another one to fill in those holes. Rhubarb double well, fills it in with the bar, and gets another for the Tetris.
About a Tetris lead, just swapping around. So can't really say who's doing the best here right now.
Yeah, much better play from both players in terms of the pace. Both are on around 650,000 transition pace. Generally what you want for that is you take the lines, you divide it by 2, and then you multiply it by 1,000. So that's that 650 pace. So Meme is a bit ahead, actually on 690,000 pace.
It was a
345 through 65. Rhubarb not far behind.
Yeah, Rhubarb made a great move there to continue with this pace. And goes for the Aki bar. But the T helps the jagged stack, and another Tetris for Rhubarb.
Yeah, feels like both these players minimizing the burns as best they can. Good T piece for Rhubarb to fix that slightly jagged parity, and now almost back to Tetris ready once again. But Meme, I believe this is 5 burns, is on very solid pace, better than solid even.
Definitely at least a 1 Tetris lead now for Meme. But yeah, it's going great for both of these players.
Yeah, Rhubarb, very strong 18 game, but Meme even stronger thus far. Hits another adjustment to keep the stack clean. Meme avoiding the burns, now is a double well set up.
I think
Gets a bar to put in.
I think the double wells are something Rhubarb's been doing a lot more, and that is a very good move for comp play, but I think Meme just doing it a little less, and I think that's the difference we're seeing right now.
Yeah, that's the pace difference. Meme's still on this 5 burn game and building out this right side, electing to go aggressive, overtaking those burns, and so far it is paying off.
Incredible. Whenever I see the 500K by 100 lines, I know it's not your typical game, and both players have that right now.
Yeah, Meme tuck set up there, but now having to take some burns. Bar not showing up in time. Gets one as her well as covered and uses it to uncover. Triples down to play it safe. Not looking for another 18 top out in this decider.
Yeah, having to take those burns. Jay just did not appear in time.
But we are pretty much neck and neck, yeah.
Meme with 600K, still on 18.
And Rhubarb accomplishing that as well. So one more Tetris for both of our players. Meme looking for a 650, Rhubarb looking for a 640. 660 for Meme, in fact. Into 19 at 130 lines exactly. This is a strong pace.
And Rhubarb's just going to burn into it. 621. but gets a quick Tetris. Look, Meme already at 700k in level 19. Really just putting on the pressure. Can
These
Rhubarb
players are both pouring it on.
yeah, can Rhubarb keep up?
Rhubarb, great L piece to burn it off. Hill's in the right side, looking for this bar now. And there it is. Meme is a bit ahead in the piece sequence, but pretty close on line, so it's about a 2 Tetris lead. Missed tuck for Meme. Not what she wants to see. And now the board, not quite spiraling, but covers the square hole right as she got a square.
Rhubarb getting 2 quick Tetrises to just take the lead there while Meme was burning. And that's just how close we are.
Yeah, really neck and neck here. Make that 801 for Meme after that Tetris. Rhubarb doing a bit of burning himself, so that'll be a lead for Meme as he's at 785 now. Waiting on this bar, Meme gets it first. Rhubarb still not clean yet, uses the bar to get open on that right side. Might go for a dirty Tetris here, and perfect well transfer. Look at that.
Amazing Tetris there.
Great stacking, great bar timing. What a combo it is.
But Meme has taken the lead back about Tetris and a half. Now with that, almost 2.
Almost to max out at the start of level 25. This is definitely some strong pace. Could be looking at a 1.2 and a kill screen maybe. And sets up the L dependency right as the L comes, but waiting on a couple of J's here. Finds one and the Tetris.
And Rhubarb. There we go, Tetris for Rhubarb.
And max out for Meme. And still scoring a 49 in level 26 right at the start. Rhubarb 982, 1 Tetris away from the max himself. Couple of square holes that he might want to fill out.
Great S flat there.
Yeah, S flat, one of the great placements, and Rhubarb using it to his full advantage. Looking for that final Tetris for the max out here. And knocks it down. Double max out in our decider. So.
Rhubarb waiting for this long bar.
Has burn options still, but this drought is getting a bit brutal.
Oh, there's the bar. Can he get another one?
Meme over 100,000 point lead now with this drought hitting Rhubarb hard. B72 with 1 Tetris available, but this board is not what Meme wants. Looking for an L piece to clean it up into 29, and good pieces into 29. Rhubarb in B17, and good 5 taps to the left to get the bar over, but not out of this dig yet.
So Meme with the almost 100k lead.
Up a bit high.
Yeah, both just trying to bring this down.
Rhubarb now wants a J. That T looked like it was a misdrop and not able to get pieces left. Both players topping out, but Meme with the more aggressive pace, able to take it with that pre-29 play, giving her a lead.
Pace being a factor there. Just what a show, what a decider.